Junior, and this is a very quick video. I just thought that this was cool because we have this really old school sink here for our washer to drain, and we have to fix this up so bad because underneath it was leaking horribly, just absolutely horribly. And actually what I came up with, and it's really, it's not this huge thing, but basically, if you can see, the drain is actually underneath this piece of wood. And what I was trying to do, I was trying to cut a piece that would fit exactly in there so it would be snug, but I couldn't get that. So if you can actually what I did was just cut a piece of wood, make it nice and snug as hell, so it's really tight. And the water will fill up a little bit more than it usually does, but it'll drain a lot slower, so you're not dealing with this incredible leak. And this is just for me messing around. But typically on a normal day doing a wash, this whole bucket would be half full. And just with a little just cutting a piece of wood and making sure that it was snug and covering 98% of the drain, I mean, that was all I got. That was it. So which I thought was pretty cool. And the other thing you can do, because what people usually do, like I said, this is such a temporary fix. This is nothing permanent. The other thing I did was actually shove the hose coming from the washer directly into the drain itself. So it was pretty much just standing up into the drain, and it actually worked pretty well. But there was still maybe like a half an inch of water after each wash. So you would still have to keep looking at it if you don't have time to fix this kind of stuff. But with this little, just use this. I mean, that was something so temporary, just to snug in there, because if it's just sitting there, as soon as the water comes in, the wood's just going to float up and it's gone, and that's it. So I just had to make, I know it's a little dark in here, but just this just a little opening for the water right there, and then just throw the hose, just throw in the hose wherever. I don't really care. So I'll just throw it in the corner for whatever. And this will fill up, but it'll just drain a lot slower, and it won't leak as much. This is not a plumbing fix. This is I don't know what the hell to do. So just make something nice and snug, so that there's no water leaking under this really old school utility sink. So I just thought that was pretty cool. I was just trying out different things and just wanted to show you guys that you can do pretty much anything. I mean, at least for a temporary fix with pretty much anything in your house. That if you're really busy and you just say, hey, I can't worry about this right now, but I'm going to put this on the checklist, and I can temporarily do this, so nothing else is going to so I'm not going to have major problems, with this thing leaking all over the place. And this is just another, for instance, up here. So, for instance, I'm missing a cap here, and I don't have an extra cap for this valve. So right now it's just dripping into this bucket temporarily. Just stupid stuff like that you can do, until you get the right part to to make it a more permanent fix and so forth. But yeah, no, that was really it. And I just shaved my head too. But yeah, doing a whole bunch of cool stuff around here. So that was it. That's all I really wanted to show you, was just that old school, I guess you would call that, it's not really, I guess you would call that a utility sink, but there's no faucets. So it's just a drain, just an old drain sink, but heavy as hell. But I am gonna have to do a permanent fix sooner or later. But yeah, temporary fix right there. piece of wood just shaved exactly to where it covers the majority of the drain, pushed down all the way so that it will not move with any water pressure, and slowly but surely it'll drain. And you probably won't even have to worry about it, because the water, if you have something underneath a sink or whatever, you know, it will probably just evaporate sooner or later, because there's almost nothing coming out of it. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed. And I got other stuff coming soon, really soon, that we're gonna do here. Like, for instance, replacing old knob and tube switches with you know, with new light switches and so forth. But cool, guys, thanks for watching, appreciate it. Subscribe, like, tell me what you think. Later.